Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera here with hopefully a quick video for you. Right now it's seed time. We're planting our gardens. Everybody's looking at seed catalogs, asking lots of questions about what should they grow in their garden. So we're going to help break it down for you in terms of what we've done and had great success with and what we would very much recommend to you as well. So let's get started, and I'm going to move a little bit fast because I have a lot of ground to cover. The first thing I want to talk about, which is one of the reasons I decided to do this video, is I was asked about pinto beans. We've grown pinto beans, our very own, on the farm, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you've never had homegrown pinto beans versus what you can buy at the store, you're really missing out. I'm telling you, there's a huge difference. I'm going to mention two seed companies in this entire video, okay? So if I mention something and you're not sure, write it down or just go to their catalogs and see if they offer it, because you cannot go wrong with either one of these seed companies. Trust me when I tell you. MyPatriotSupply.com has pinto beans, and they are just fantastic. It is their bush bean pinto. Very simple, simple to grow, simple to dry, simple to pick, and the flavor that comes out of your pot or out of your crock pot is going to be tremendous. Try to go there. And this is all I've got left. So, the next thing I'm going to jump to, and I'm going to jump around, okay? So, note that. I love Swiss chard. I love kale. I love Swiss chard. I love mixed greens. I love lettuces. But this is gorgeous in your garden. Sweet, rich flavor. So I recommend that you try growing some Swiss chard. It grows in a variety of places. It can grow in, I've grown it in huge whiskey barrels. I've grown it out in the, just in a flatbed. But this is Baker Creek Heirloom, and it truly looks like this. It's fantastic. So if you've never tried Swiss chard and you're trying to introduce more rich greens into your diet, this may be the route you want to go. Okay. The next one I want to talk about is, I love butter crunch lettuce. I love bib lettuce, really rich and green, romaine style, soft. I have a really picky preference when it comes to that. So I decided to go with MyPatriotSupply.com with their butter crunch lettuce. I've grown it 3 times now, and it is a family favorite. So you may want to try that out, check out and see if that fits, your area. Always check out your zone and exactly what's good for where you are. That varies, but again, I'm just going with what we've done. I love spinach. These are old. I keep some of my old packets just to keep an order of what I do. But this is torn. This is the Baker Creek Heirloom. And so you're talking about MyPatriotSupply.com and Baker Creek. Those are my 2 favorites. And their spinach got very large and is very sweet, stood a lot of heat, so you may want to consider that. Moving around. Let's talk about tomatoes for a second, because now you're really getting close to my heart. I've tried a lot of tomatoes. I've grown a lot of different varieties of tomatoes, and I'm open to trying different ones again. But I can tell you right now that I will be for sure growing Bonnie Best by Baker Creek Heirloom again this year. I had between 60 and 70 plants. They were a little bit late coming on. I think that had more to do with one, we're up on the mountain, and number 2, we had a tremendous winter last year. So everything just sort of held off. I didn't even plant a whole lot of my items until well into May, which is not very normal for around here. But by the time I got to early August, which is a little bit later, usually, Tennessee has good tomato production starting in July. And so I was a little skeptical, but they came on, and they came on fast, and they came on in a fury. We had bushels and bushels of tomatoes. Wonderful for canning. These are an average baseball size, real rounded, rich cherry red. Great for canning. You can't go wrong. Great for a great BLT or a hamburger, but good for canning. The next tomato that I'm going to recommend, which is also by Baker Creek Heirloom, is the Golden Jubilee. I have bragged about this endlessly. I thought I would take a chance. I like when I make salsas and marineras and different things, I love to see all the color. I love to see orange and red and green and all that pop. So I like to use a variety of different onions, peppers, and tomatoes in there to give that texture, flavor, and color. These are very large tomatoes, almost like baseball, softball size. They got very large. They're a rich, deep, golden color, and I just loved them. They have a low acid content, so they're very tummy friendly, if you will, for a tomato, and you might want to consider those. Corn. You want standard corn. This did great. I mean, if you love your standard yellow, bright, rich, fleshy corn, this is going to be the one you want to go with. It is a very old heirloom. This is your golden bantam. This is what we grew. I will be growing, and I'm looking for a more of a sweet corn. We like sweet corn. But I will tell you, you can't go wrong with this from mypatriotsupply.com. Just a great turnout. I mean, sometimes you just have to go with what you know is going to turn out, and I don't think that's going to be a fail situation for you. We're going to talk about sugar snap peas. Who does not love sugar snap peas? Everybody loves sugar snap peas. They go with every type of cuisine that there is. I've grown these several years. I will only the success rate of these are so high that I can't imagine changing. Why would I change? I mean, it's that good. Not only is it great for growing, the turnout is great. The seed saving is even better. These are by Baker Creek Heirloom, and I look forward to these every single year. There will never be a time that I don't have lattice set up for lots of these peas to grow. You definitely want to consider this. Oh my goodness, pumpkins. Pumpkins are a win-win for us. We love pumpkins, we love pumpkin pie, and we have poultry that absolutely, I promise you, I hear them say I love you every time I cut one of these pumpkins in half and let them have their way with it, because there's nothing left except the skin, because they love them so much. I grew these this year. This is actually my second year growing these. This is mypatriotsupply.com. It's their small sugar pumpkins. It's your standard pie pumpkin, and so it's going to be really rich. It's going to be really fleshy. They're great for, cooking and spooning out all the flesh and making homemade pumpkin pies in the fall. If nothing else fails for me, if I have too many pumpkins, I had a couple left over, cut them in half and gave them to the chickens. They were very appreciative. I don't have it out here, but I'm going to talk about this for squash and zucchini. Great for bread, great for grilling. Who doesn't love it? Baker Creek Heirloom. I've grown several different varieties of their squash and zucchini here. Never fails. I almost grow too much. I get a little adventurous and I get a little aggressive. I'm like, I'm just going to do one more. And then I'm in July going, what am I going to do with all this zucchini? So, you end up putting it in the freezer, which is great. But they do a great job there. They also do a great job if you want to grow corn for cornmeal. I grew this year. It got up to 13 feet tall. Wonderful. I mean, it just kept putting on. And this is the Cherokee White Eagle. It is your standard Indian corn, if you will. It is beautiful. It is purple. It is white, a little bit of red in there. Great for drying, great for grinding for cornmeal. What do I think about that? I guess Bite Alpha cucumber. I'm not going to grow anything else with this. I'm sorry. This has been too good to us for us. I steered away from it one year, and I almost cried because I realized when the season came in and my cucumbers were coming in that I had not grown this. This is from Baker Creek Heirloom. I do not like large, bitter cucumbers. I like them sweet. I like them kind of soft. I don't like a thick skin. I like something that is easy to can. I like to be able to literally walk out there, pull the cucumber, come in, wash it off, and slice it, and I'll eat the whole thing. I'll eat it on cucumber sandwiches. This is one of the things I look forward to most. Sweet peas and cucumbers and tomatoes are probably my favorite. And this is an Israeli cucumber, very popular in the Mediterranean area as well. I grew this on my tomato cages that you've seen me talk about on another YouTube video here. This is it. I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong with this. Try that out. Last but not least, we got to talk, I just want to show, and I talked about this in another video, but we're going to have a lot of this because I love the way it turns out. These are your Roma 2 bush beans. They're not a pole bean. I just want to show you what they look like. They are from Baker Creek. This is going to be a bush bean. So you're going to plant these in the ground. They're going to grow about 2 feet tall, 18 inches, 2 feet tall. You're going to put on a lot of beans for you. Out of 2 70-foot rows, we got 5 bushels. We actually had more than that. It got to a point where you were just like, okay, I'm going to, how far is this going to go? It was wonderful. I hope this helps you out. I have tons of other stuff in here, but I just wanted to hit the highlights. I really think you need to really investigate again Baker Creek Heirloom. And I'm telling you, mypatriotsupply.com, they do an excellent job. They have all kinds of different things on there as well. And if you have any questions, let us know. I just like to kind of put some minds at ease. You've got plenty of time to shop, but it's not going to be long. You'll have to start putting your seedlings in and getting them ready indoors and whatnot. So check us out on Facebook, like us there. Do subscribe to us here because we love hearing from you and we appreciate your support. Check out our blog, and also we are on Instagram, and we just appreciate sharing everything with you. We'll talk to you soon, and I'm ready for spring. It's going around the corner. Y'all take care.